My sweet potatoes aren't doing too good. I should have watered them a bit more. The avocado tree is doing good. These energies are powerful. It's nice and cool today. Feels like fall. One of those liminal days, out of place. You would expect it to be very hot on Lionsgate. But it's very windy, the energy's moving. Existence is becoming more tactile. Ugh, it's a weird smell. A little flowering weed. Flower by another name. My daughter texted me this morning. They had an earthquake off the southernmost prefecture of mainland Japan. She's got her next phase planned out. Loosely, rough idea. I feel in resonance with her in that way. The world's pulling us into form, giving us reason. What do you think happens when people with a whole lot of something to project because they've been holding it down for so long? What do you think happens when they project their reason into something that is epigenetic? They're just charging circuit and running out an energetic of a previous cycle. I say previous even though it's happening here now because I'm not going to be that. It's easy to say. Now, hubris is nemesis. I say I'm not going to be that. But if something grabs me, I become it. That's when you find something within yourself, resonance with the external, your surroundings. Hard to accept, I know. I quit doing what I didn't want to do. Am I completely done? No. I just got the main, the top layer dusted off. There's a lot of other digestion to be done, development to be had. That's not my goal. It's part of a process. I don't know if there are any goals in this world now for me. I feel the weight of the goal in relation to the show. It has to be within relation. It has to be connected, and I can't connect. If I try, I can't, and if I don't try, I can't. So it's forcing me, or showing me, the value of acceptance. Accepting the unknown is a gift because you can't replicate. If you do, it doesn't last because your circuit has no charge for it. There's no life in that. So we're seeing the remnants of very old spirit rising through people to defeat the enemy, to make what is truth true, to put the evil down. So many times in life, I just wished, it's so much easier when there is no words, it's just action. The truth is settled at a very pure expression. But that's lowest common denominator expression. I got that out of my system when I was very young. But it's still in a lot of people's system because they were taught not to let it out. It's still in a lot of people's system because they were taught to express it in certain ways, to turn their shadow into a power. When people are holding this charge deep within themselves and they can't face the truth of what it is, then they accept the icon and they wear the mantle of ideology, belief, and they burn through that. And we see it with Normieville. I mean, you gotta go along to get along. It's just intrinsic as part of the relational currency of energetic exchange for consensus narration to work. But we're coming to the time when the grip's getting tight and everyone wants to hold on to their truth, and they'll have to put your truth down in order to hold on to theirs. It's the only way. And so lowest common denominator possession rising The hordes have been activated, and they will continue. We see the progression. It's a societal thing. It's a energetic of a higher order. Did you know lying was outlawed at one time because of the power it had to sway a person? Now the whole world is a lie. It's all clickbait. Everything is fake. So what do you think there is of value in this shit show? What is first place here? I can't connect to that. There's no manifestation here. There's just more replication. You can't know what you're creating if it's to be true. At least that's how I feel. You might be different. Maybe you have different orders, a different resonance. Many things happen simultaneously. You can look at the charts and you can see the probabilities and potentials. And once you learn your own way to read, you can find the nuance and express certain things. But you'll never have the full story. Because you don't truly know yourself, you're discovering yourself. So how can you hold truth in anything out there if the mystery is in here? You will only meet it as deeply as you meet yourself. And that's why people are going to meet it out there. They seek final resolution, where absolution will either glorify with its light and its truth, or it will die and fall into something new. The stakes are very high. It's all not personal. Unless it is. And you know if it is. And it's what do you do with it at that point. So repression's activated. There's all these sleeper cells within us. Repressions, denials. It's not just what we know about and will refuse to look at, but what we don't even know about, we can't see. And that charge is actually what impels us into life. So it is the strange dichotomy of dark and light. When you look at it in static relation, but when you see it as life happening and progression, it no longer is duality. So I take in information because I'm impelled, I feel something. I need the exchange of energy. What is the reason for this? It has to be known. And if I can't find out what it is, then I continue to digest it, to transform. Well, I'm coming to the phase where the mind and the knowledge and all the other stuff doesn't matter anymore. I'm starting to settle into being. So it's, I'm in a transition now. The world is transitioning. our words have been hijacked, but they were never ours to begin with. So you got to reframe the meaning of all things through the self here. That's why settling into the truth of your purity, your conviction, figuring out what is authentic within you is the only thing here. And if the world steps on you, then you step back if you so choose, or feel desired, or whatever. But if you don't have any sense of charge within here and it's given to you, you're fucked. You can't carry that cross Pisces. You become what that is. So in becoming you must be, and that is this being thing, finding out what it is within us. Fear is power. Unacknowledged, then it controls. The weakest people are the most dangerous. And these times are where the meek shall inherit the earth. The high are made low and the low are made high. That's what this energy is. It's a recalibration, so shaking the box and the purest elements settle into form. So you have to be dense gravity within a sense of self, so you do not become this in these times. If your language is more high vibe, then go with it. If it's low vibe, then go with it. If you're sick of any vibe, then go with that. Reasons are always being born. Worlds within us. The micro to macro stuff. It's all your language. What are you limiting? How do you settle into beyond language to break out of entrainment? It's creative, that's for sure. It's got to be. But creative in the truest, most natural way. The only way, actually. You can only fall into nature through your nature, so you got to figure it.